That sounds like very
Yeah, that sounded like you just said, no, I don't have any inside information. That's just the inside information that I have.
But if I did.
This is just the knowledge that I have, yeah.
But if I did, the inside information, okay, here's what will actually happen. The funniest thing is every dollar that goes to the GoFundMe will go to Ethan.
I think we know that.
Yeah. No, I think there's a lot of people that are in doubt of this fact, and
I think he's retarded.
Glorious levels of copium that I think we've ever seen on the internet ever, when you had people that hate Ethan Klein so much that they donate to people.
It's not illegal to hate someone. It's illegal to act upon your hate. Okay, so now he's going on about how people are donating to people that he considers anti-Jewish.
Directly, absolutely. They're just had people that hate Ethan Klein so much that they donate to people that they don't even know just because they're fighting against him. Imagine these people waking up and being like, hey guys, I settled with Ethan Klein. All of the donations from the GoFundMe I gave to him. Do you know how hilarious that will be, that each and every one of those people that donated directly gave money to Ethan Klein? Specifically, directly, absolutely. There is no other way to look about it. That it's just
he's stealing money from Palestinian charities right now, and you're laughing.
Well, no, they're still. Listen, I can have been more clear. I've said multiple times on Twitter that any dollar.
Are you listening to this right now? They're literally using the divide. They're literally using the Israel-Gaza war as a substitute for the suing of Frogan, Shonda Black, Denims, and Caseytron. They are admitting it. They're admitting it.
Dollar that is donated to these GoFundMes will absolutely end up in Ethan Klein's pocket. There is no, like, I would say the odds of this, of him losing it, it's above 95%. That's how, like, you would have to have AOC be the judge, and even then it wouldn't matter because Ethan would win on appeal. You would need to have AOC as your judge, and then you would need to have
This is actually ridiculous what I'm listening to right now. This is Dan Saltman. Now, instead of creating his own live stream service, he spends his entire time bitching at Twitch. There is history upon history of this.
Rashida Tlaib as the Supreme Court judge.
I don't even know who those people are. Who is Rashida Tlaib?
It's
is that a real person?
Anti-Muslim.
I think so. I hope so.
That's
oh my God.
Honestly, I gave the same answer when somebody asked me if Frogan is a political content creator. I think so.
They're in the squad. What, you made me doubt myself. Yes.
Dude, if someone asked you right now,
Let's talk about what he means by the squad. Now, this is putting in context what he just said. The squad. Oh my God, I cannot spell. Rashida Tlaib, Anna Presley, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and Ilhan Omar. Alright. Whatever you say about them, they are our representatives. Show some respect.
Give me evidence that Frogan is a predominantly political content creator. Tell me you wouldn't freeze up.
No, I wouldn't freeze up.
Nobody
I would
watches
say that
her
she's
enough
a nobody.
to know. Nobody knows.
Yeah, she's a nobody. Of course, obviously. She's just
they think very lowly of people.
Hassan moderator. She's the only one that got the retweet, that the donation of Hassan. I donated a retweet. That was Hassan that did it.
All right, hold on. So I agree with you. I'm gonna pause you here. I agree with you 100% that this is very funny, right? But what about
no? It's beyond funny. But what about beyond funny?
But what about the implication for the landscape?
Yeah, abusing copyright is very funny, don't you think? LOL. Ethan Klein's gonna get all the money. LOL. All the money? What? All whose money? People that they hate because they specifically said Palestine supporters. This is going beyond copyright claim. And they are doing a live stream right now and I'm pausing it and I shouldn't.
That's the big thing that people here are worried about. What do you think is going to happen to like the layman, the commentary, the me's?
Literally nothing whatsoever. I can't be like any more. I guess like I can't be any more unworried about that.
What's going to happen to the small streamers that comment and react to streams? Nothing. They go after the big streamers. Specifically targeting the big streamers. He admitted it. This Dan Saltman. I'm pretty sure he blocked me on Twitter because instead of bitching at Twitch, I was always like, hey man, why the fuck won't you create your own goddamn streaming service? And then you can go and ban whoever the fuck you want. Because it's your streaming service. But instead, he spends all of his goddamn time bitching at Twitch! Like a little...
That then by saying that literally nothing will happen to you whatsoever. The reason why is because in order for this to be a precedent-setting case, it would have to be... first off, it would have to be challenged all the way up to appeals and make it. Like, if Ethan wins in court... and then it doesn't go to appeals, it's not precedent setting.
All right.
He's not going to win.
But like, I want to hear about some precedent right now. You know, I want to know if you're a precedent.
There is none.
I want to know if you're a
precedent.
No, I want to know if you're a precedent Sunday or if you just got some.
He just admitted there is no precedent, so there is no case.
Regular precedents, dude. Okay, I need to know. Do you think would it be? Meme. Would you rather take out Hassan Piker if it blows up our entire fucking community, but he goes down? Or like these people go down.
No, because I don't get
we're
Hassan
all the
Piker,
casualties.
No.
Are you locked in, right?
No, I'm not. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that trade because Hassan to me is not that important.
Like, would you sell out a specific girl specifically because you hate Hassan Piker that much to the point?
Well,
where
hold on, a specific girl like Casey Tron. Also, Casey Tron to take Hassan. Fuck it, yeah, Casey on. See ya, yeah.
They are admitting they're specifically targeting Casey Tron outside of the content caught by iDubbbz because they hate Casey Tron.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the girl.
Hypothetically, if there was a girl who was wronged, right, would you sell her out to get Hassan Piker?
A girl who was wronged to get Hassan Piker?
I'm making jokes about the Pixie lawsuit.
Oh, I see. Yeah. That's very clever. What you're doing. You're very fast on your feet. No, I would not. I would steer clear of that entire conversation and not say anything about it whatsoever. Yeah. Actually.
No, but yeah, again, like there's a lot of people who are worried about this. I think content creators are worried about this. I think some of it's fear mongering, some of it could be legitimate. But no. Us intelligent, copyright minded folks like me and you, not concerned in the slightest about how this has an effect on the commentator. Saw Amiru.
Technically, no. I'm recording the content right now. I am also involved in transforming content. I could get sued over what I am doing right now. That is the problem. Dan is retarded. Me calling him retarded could be a problem. Do you see the problem?
Talk about it. Did you see the new Amiru clip that came out? Because she's not related to any of this. Like she's just
I know, but she was also she was also like for Ethan Klein. She's like, yeah, these fucking.
Well, that's
guys
what I'm
are
saying.
stupid.
Like people who aren't hyper aware of the situation are like, oh, this sucks, but it really doesn't affect me because, you know, I'm not maliciously fucking stealing viewership from people. And when I react to stuff, I don't know, I've never seen her reactions, but she didn't seem very shook up about it. I think, though, when it goes to court, anything can happen. My reason for thinking that there's probably not much to worry about is I don't think this makes it to court.
It might make it to court. It depends. Like, I don't know what type of money Denims has. I mean, Denims
is a curveball. Yeah, I think that she potentially could make enough money to fight this.
Here's the problem, though. Okay, every dollar that she spends making Ethan Klein spend another dollar is another dollar that she's going to owe to Ethan Klein at the end. Like, if you mount a defense to this, it's not free.
No
every
way
dollar that you make Ethan spend beyond this is another dollar. Like, I don't like.
Were you watching the stream before? Did you see Hassan said that the issue with the lawyer YouTubers covering it is that they're all pro Ethan? So we haven't seen like a real lawyer do it. They're all compromised.
I don't know if that's anti-Semitic comment.
There's a lot of pro Ethans out there. You know, they're all going to synagogue and shit. And
at the end of the day, what it is that even the attorneys that are out there that are going to be on the other side are like, listen, I am pro-Palestinian through and through, but I also like my job, and I don't want to be seen as the fucking moron that's coming out here saying that these guys have a case because I want to say that.
They are proving that it's not about copyright. It is about being pro-Palestinian or pro-Israel. This is a racist fucking lawsuit. Holy shit, they just admitted it online.
Luss was covering this, and Luss was like the snark go-to lawyer before this. I didn't know that they reached out to Luss.
I don't know if it means that he's the go-to, but
I said to him, so I think they literally went to him.
Well, no, they went to him like they're the go-to because that's what you do if you. I don't know, you're just a fucking
I could have sworn he'd made a critical video on Ethan because I had it on my docket. We never got to it, and that was a long while ago. So I think they thought he was safe because he criticized. Because I think he criticized like the legal threats he made to Snark. If I'm not incorrect about that.
I mean, look, it's possible. I've said this like as clear as I can be. Show me one lawyer that will come out and be like, hey, there's not like.
Well, but the lawyers who are covering aren't like, well, I think Hamas is. They're saying like, hey, look, these guys are like coming out here saying explicitly what they're doing. They're describing malice.
You can't find one attorney that's gonna be like, if you fight this, you have a real chance to win. There won't be a single attorney that does it. The only chance I think that they can have is like. There's like attorneys that are like, I don't know about Ethan's motivations. He says that he cares about fair use, but I think he just wants to punish these people.
Maya in chat, Lust doesn't sound smart. Why? Because he's Asian? What's wrong with you? Wait, you're gonna get mad at an Asian guy with a speech impediment? He sounds pretty fucking smart when he's talking about the law. Okay, so I go after racism in my chat. We don't allow that here.
No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. You should call that out, and I appreciate that because that's fucked up. You know, that's I try to strive against that as well personally.
I'm going to war with Australia right now, like Lust did, dude. I filed my counter notification this morning. I'm awaiting my lawsuit from the Australians.
I think the odds of that happening are like zero.
I'm calling. I will call Billy Mitchell to solve this for me because he's got a guy in Australia now, the judge.
So is Billy Mitchell like? Is everyone fearful of him right now?
Billy Mitchell's a winner, dude. Billy Mitchell is on a generational run.
So how does it work with? I'm curious. Like I'm like I kind of want to test it, but I almost don't. Like, can you be like Nicholas Diorio is a pedophile? Just kidding.
Hold on. I did not say that. That was Dan Saltman because he's fucking crazy. Listen. The people that are for Ethan Klein's lawsuit are currently fighting a copyright lawsuit. While at the same time loving the copyright lawsuit. So they're begging that they win their lawsuit while supporting a content copyright lawsuit. Hello, Earth to McFly. This is the most iconic time in history. Is when Dan Saltman is admitting everything he's doing to this fucking avatar.
It matters. Content.
No, you do. But the problem is that you have to sue me and then you have to prove damages without it. And like then it's like expensive. And then we're just in like a us off. when I say that, like lawyers, you know. I was gonna say a Jew off, but I thought that'd be racist to say.
I'm not
but
Jewish. I'm Italian.
Yeah,
I watch
yeah, but
Family Guy.
you told me that you have 3 Jewish attorneys.
A Jew off? I'm gonna get reported.
Oh, okay. Now we're playing coy. Got it.
Don't tell the Australian government that I'm strapped with Jews. Okay. They can't know.
Fine.
They can't know, dude.
All right, fair enough. No, but I was saying, like, if I did that to you, if you didn't register, like, even if I did it maliciously, I'm like, I'm stealing Nicholas Diorio's video, and watch, that bitch ain't gonna do shit. Don't give him money, give it to me directly. Fuck him. The problem is that if you didn't register that video, you have to prove your damages. And what are you gonna prove? That you lost like
So is that 8, how that works? Because Hassan was talking about it, and I'm like, nobody has talked about even Hassan
is very stupid.
I specifically said, because I watched 3 lawyer videos, nobody said anything about proving damages, which I thought would have come up. But if that's the reason, that makes sense. That's why it had.
What are you gonna prove? That you lost like.
So is that 8, how that works?
You have to prove your damages, and what are you gonna prove? That you lost like.
So is that 8, how that works? Because Hassan was talking about it, and I'm like, nobody has talked about. Even
Hassan is very stupid.
I specifically said, because I watched 3 lawyer videos.
Okay, I'm showing bias. Dan Saltman is clearly biased against Hassan. He just thinks Hassan is stupid. That is bias. Continue on. I'm so far behind.
Nobody said anything about proving damages, which I thought would have come up. Or compromise, though, so maybe that's not. No.
God damn it. Who are those fucking lunatics that like they do the best cop videos? God damn it.
This by genocide in Palestine, and he's like, all right, bring someone over here. She's fucking drunk.
Part of it. And at the end, she was like, "Free Palestine, you fucking retard! Free like in the back seat of the police car. It was the funniest fucking shit.
Okay, this is more proof that it's not about copyright. It's about Palestine and Israel. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is much deeper. The Ethan Klein content is much deeper than fucking copyright. And if you don't believe it, you have no head on your shoulders. I'm sorry. Not sorry. You know, and that girl herself had a heroin problem. Or drug problem, I should say. Sorry. Not sorry. Well, she had a problem with drugs.
Their rights were being taken away. They're all going to be fucking killed. The rights coming in to like fucking make them not people anymore. And the minute Palestine came up in conversation, they're like, "Move over, trans people. We're not going to vote." And they're like, "But what are you talking about?"
They literally did. They literally did.
They handed the Republicans the election because the fucking people didn't want to vote.
If I was a trans person, I would not like Hassan, is what I would say. Because Hassan basically is rolling back your rights, like single-handedly.
Well, it's I don't think Hassan Piker lost them the election. I think that's a little bit tough. But I do think people of that belief system who stayed home were voted third party because of a niche issue like fucking Palestine that the vast majority of voters in America don't even care about. I think that it's on would be the most iconic bathroom book.
Fucking
you know what it would have to be? It would have to be something like from EK, and people are like thinking they're like,
over.
right. It's like a pre-advanced copy, and at the end, it's like you'll always be my favorite Pope EK, and then they'll figure it out.
I found that interesting. I didn't realize this when I was covering it the first time. I mentioned it briefly earlier. So he planned on going after the reaction YouTubers even prior to the CPS phone call, because it was registered when the content nuke happened. That's before the skulls. That's before the fucking CPS phone call. That's before a lot of the beef. So he was kind of always out to get denims.
You can look when he registered. It's not that he wanted to go after denims or anything. He's just
he wasn't going after Hassan. I do not believe that he was trying to catch Hassan.
No, he would have never
been able to. He couldn't. Hassan was never going to be able to watch that video without reacting.
There's a few things to unpack here. I think there's a world where Hassan would have been sued by Ethan, but
it wouldn't be for copyright.
No, it would have been for copyright, but really? I think that like that world stopped because first off, Hassan never reacted to it. Like I think like I don't think
he did. It took him 9 hours to get through an hour of the video.
No, but I think for like the first like few weeks, Ethan wasn't like, "Oh, watch this." I think he was probably like waiting and seeing to see if Hassan would be fucking stupid enough to just go and watch the whole thing. I think his case is
weaker if he's begging Hassan to watch it.
Well, I don't think he did that in the first few weeks. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I think there was a chance.
He did. That was initially the thing.
Okay, so Dan Saltman just called Hassan Piker stupid enough This is going on live. Guys, when you watch this video, if you watch this video, this was live. They are admitting everything that they are doing. I can't. This means the Ethan lawsuit is dead in the water.
Because Hassan immediately came back and said, "Get on the podcast," and he goes, "No, watch the video first." That was like a day one argument.
Maybe he said it. Watch it offline, though. I bet he said, "Go watch it offline."
I don't think so. I do not think so.
Well, we're gonna have to go to the tapes to see.
Because the argument was that he wouldn't show these talking points to his people. Like, he doesn't.
Okay.
Remember, it was like, well, he never reacts to anything. He uses like the Destiny defense, where it's like, oh, Destiny is psychotic or whatever, so I'm not going to watch the any of the videos or whatever, or the Destiny orbiters that come after me. He was using that for a real long while, but Ethan Klein was too big to use that on, so he was trying, and it wasn't working out very well.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a world where he may have sued Hassan. The problem is when you sue Hassan, that's, at that point, I'll tell you how it works. Just the lawyers are getting rich at that point, really, because nobody gives a fuck. Hassan, for all of the bitching he likes to say about how much money Ethan Klein has, Hassan has tens of millions of dollars. Tens. Not like, oh, he might have 10. He definitely has like tens of millions of dollars, for sure. He might be close to $50 million. It's possible, I would say, after this long, because you have to remember, he was running ads like by a factor of like 5 more than anyone else on Twitch for like 3 years with a good amount of viewership. He was doing, I have to imagine he was doing over $1 million a month just in ads. And that's like over 3 years. For sure. Absolutely.
So do you consider yourself like a YouTuber?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just like you, bro.
Well, are you concerned with like the rise of lawfare coming up right now?
No.
Not at all. You're not worried that like you don't think because like well actually of course you're not. You're rich, but do you think that for people like me?
No, because you're rich too.
Not you rich, not redact.dev rich.
You're new rich.
Mr. Startup Company.
Rich. Okay, here's what I'm saying. You don't get to say this. This is actually you do get to say this. No, you don't get to say this.
Bro,
actually,
I don't have $100,000 to drop to enter a lawsuit right now. That's not.
Yeah, but you have $100,000 over a year though. No problem. No sweat. You can handle that.
So
you don't want to handle
that. So does Denims.
Yeah, Frogan and Caseytron don't though.
Nick wanted to say it because he's Jewish. That was not where I was going with that, chat. Shut the fuck.
Yeah.
I feel like I can be as anti-Semitic as I want because all the people who called me out are anti-Semitic. So
you can, and I can just give you the pass right here. I'm in the Cabal, like the Jewish Discord, and like they
don't
said
say
for
that.
this.
Don't say you just made 50 YouTube videos on me because you said Cabal.
Oh, sorry.
It's gonna be so. Oh god.
I meant like the CA, the California Ball that they had before Creator Clash.
Cabal. I was trying to figure out what to call my company, and I was gonna call it the Cabal because that's what they call us in the commentary community. Like we're the Cabal, and I googled it, and I'm like, everybody who hates us for like the last 5 years, like the commentary Cabal is coming for me. But it was actually one time somebody reached out to Chud Logic, and they're like, can you book me a conversation with Nick Diorio? And he's like, I'm not his secretary. What's wrong with you? He's like, that's how I thought the Cabal worked. But then I Googled it. I found out it's like a fucking thing for Jews. And I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't name my company.
Yeah, that's when you found out that it's a thing for Jews. You were so innocent
I was
until
saying
then.
Goyslop and Zogchow. Goyslop I knew, but I didn't know Zogchow was also a Jew thing too.
These
all
are
the
like
funny
very
shit is about Jews.
Holy shit, these guys are so fucking racist. But the video is getting so long. But I think I proved my goddamn point. I proved my goddamn point. I need to upload this video because holy shit, they just confirmed everything I've been saying for the past couple days. Oh my god, it's so glorious. They just ruined Ethan Klein's lawsuit.